Alright, come.
They say life is full of surprises. And just when you think you have a handle on things, something comes along and completely throws you off track. Luckily for me, it threw me off in the best way possible. My biggest life surprise came in pairs. 4 paws, funny personalities, and 0 personal boundaries. This is my life with cats.
I want to show you guys. This is how I wake up. This is how I wake up every day. With Franklin in the crevice of my arm. And he's looking at his brother. Because Finn is always by the windowsill looking at the birds. That's how he spends his morning. Yeah, he has to get right in this spot. Like every morning around 6:30, he'll come stepping all over me, all over my face. And if I don't open my arms to him, he'll start digging until I do. Right, Frankie? To get me to get up. Ow. Ow. Ow.
So I like to do this thing with my cats where I take some treats and I hide them around the house so that it can activate their hunting mode, because I feel like most of the time they're just sitting, laying down, sleeping, and I want them to be more, it's called instinctual. I want them to practice their instincts. Putting one in here. This is where they like to sleep. This is also where Franklin likes to sleep, so I'm putting one in there. I'm gonna put one underneath their food thing. Gonna put one on the chair. Gonna put one on the TV. Gonna put one right here by the plants. And I'm gonna put one right here. And last but not least, I'm gonna put one in the cat tunnel. When I let them out, they usually go crazy. Now, with cats, there come personalities, and we got 2 big personalities for you. Franklin, my gray and white cat, he's that kid in class. You know, that troublemaker, class clown. And when things start to get a little bit too quiet in the classroom, you're like, hold on, something's off. And then you realize the kid's absent. He's that kind of cat. Some of his favorite hobbies are going onto the counter, eating food off the ground, chewing on literally anything. Yeah, he does that. Wires he loves, paper. Ooh, give him a plastic bag. He will eat that. He will gnaw on anything. Finn is a little different from Franklin, actually a lot different. He is very cautious. It takes a while for him to warm up to people, but once he warms up to you, you are in his corner and you are not leaving. Parents will say that they don't have favorites, but they are liars. The heart wants what it wants, you know? I will say that Finn is my favorite cat. Me and him just connect on a different level. I can't explain it, what it is. And honestly, anytime he chooses to cuddle with Brandon, which has been very rare, but has been a little bit more common these past few weeks, I've been getting a little jealous. I'm like, excuse me, sir. What happened to my lap, you know? You're supposed to be a mama's boy. Why are you going to Papa?
So this is how Franklin eats. Right? And this is Finn.
Alright, this is the part of the video. If you don't give a shit about cats, you don't have cats, you don't plan on having cats, goodbye. I will see you in the next video. Or, you know, stay along if you want to hear about some cat products that I absolutely will die for and stand behind 100%. Anything that I talk about, I will list the links down below in the description. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, though I wish I was. Number 1 is Flora. If your cats are anything like my cats and they have stomach issues, digestive issues, loose stool, Franklin and Finn have really sensitive stomachs. Depending on what we feed them, if they don't like it, they'll like literally diarrhea every day. So Flora helps. It's just good stuff for their stomach and their gut health, and we sprinkle it in their food once a day along the lines of food and their digestive health. We had recently switched over to Smalls maybe about a month ago, and we only did it because they had like a 10-pack sample deal and it only cost $20. In 2 days, their stool went from, okay, I guess it's kind of good, to that is a good poop. I was like, okay, let me actually look into this and see if it's worth it because it's really good for them. Their fur is a lot softer. Anytime we open up the Smalls package, it smells so clean. It smells fresh. There's no preservative odor to it. It smells so good that sometimes I forget when I have this spoon. Just by habit, I'll kind of start to put it in my mouth because I think it's my food. And I could not recommend it enough. If you have the money to do so, I would definitely invest in their diet. Number 3 is tofu litter. When we first got them, we went through so many litter types. There's clay, pine, bentonite, like literally so many. We didn't like clay because it would stick to their fur because they have long fur, and then it would clump up on their fur because they had just peed, and then they would lick it and groom it and they would ingest the clay. So we rolled out clay and we found tofu litter, and the moment we got it, we already knew that's what we were going to stick with because it doesn't get stuck on them, so they're not ingesting it, and it smells good, and it doesn't track as much as clay does. And it just feels clean in the house. It's not dusty. Clay gets so dusty and other ones get really dusty as well. And it's a good price. Obviously not as cheap as clay is, but it's really not that bad of a price. All right, next up on my list is a genie litter. If I had to pick one out of the list, I would say a genie litter is a must. It's like a mini trash can that you could put next to their litter box, and you just dump their poop and their pee in it, and it contains the smell because it has this like little contraption where you like let the poop go and then you like slam it back shut and it just keeps all the disgustingness in there. Because before we got the genie litter, we used to scoop their poop, walk over to our garbage can, and then dump it there. Our garbage can would smell, and so that was just a mess. Next up, I lost count. I think this is number 5. A stainless steel litter box. I'm gonna keep it short, easy to clean, lasts a long time, and it doesn't hold the smell like regular litter boxes do. I found that regular litter boxes, when they're scratching and they're digging in there, it leaves little like holes and divots in the actual litter box where the smell can seep in. This one doesn't. All right, number 6, an automatic water fountain. We personally use Pet Libros. Just in general, getting one that's automatic that like is consistently running helps keep the water fresh, keeps the water filtered. You're gonna have to clean the water fountain. You can't just keep refilling it with water. You're gonna have to clean out the filters. Find one that's easy to clean so that when it's actually time to clean it, you're gonna clean it well. Our old one had a lot of little weird nooks and crannies, so cleaning it was really, really tough. I get really paranoid about mold growing. I clean theirs once a week, and then I replace the filters once every 2 weeks. I'm getting tired of talking already. I know this is a long list. All right, number 7, a comb for your rug. I just find that vacuums just don't get everything. I swear no matter how good your vacuum is, depending on your rug, the cat hairs will get trapped in it. So you need a good comb to rake it out and get everything. I've been trying to find one that's long enough so that I don't have to bend down and like it's a lot of arm work and it gets tiring. I haven't found one yet, so the short stick does the job. Number 8 is an air filter. They work, guys. There's something about Franklin and Finn's fur. It's like light as a feather. So they like to like float in the air and get in your eye and get in your face and everywhere. So having air filters that kind of like attracts them helps a lot. What I like about my air filter is that it's super, super quiet. You barely hear it and it still does the job. And last but not least is a Chom Chom roller. I'm not a fan of lint rollers just because I get like disgustingly sweaty after because I have to lint roll myself 10 times with these cats. But this Chom Chom roller does the job. You just go up and down in short little motions. It works on furniture, it works on clothes, it really works on furniture. You don't have to keep buying lint rollers, this one's reusable. One note though is I've seen reviews of people who get these rollers not from Chom Chom but from other brands and they're not as good, so I recommend the Chom Chom brand roller. I know that was a lot, but I just remember that when we had these little 2 nuggets, we were like scouring the internet for any info, watching any kind of videos we could to be the best cat parents we could for them. I wish we didn't spend as much money as we did going through all these different kind of products to kind of end up on the products that we now know and love. And it's literally taken 2 years to find these products, test them out, and stick with them. So passing it on to you guys. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Yeah, my bestie. Apparently. 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 I don't know why, but they're We just discovered it yesterday where when I say apparently, like that kid in that famous YouTube video, they like go crazy. Apparently. But it didn't work yesterday when I was filming them and trying to capture it, but today it's kind of working again. But you should have seen the first time. They were like ears up. They ran straight to me as if I had food or something.